My name's Bobby and I like to drive. And you're watching Bobby. What a beautiful day, boys. For a beautiful chilled out drive, just yapping. Again, I've mentioned many times, you guys are my therapists. So, I'm sorry for anything I might say in advance. Also, a quick shout out to my sponsor, Dio Sauvage. They don't know they're sponsoring me, but I am forcing the sponsorship. Dio Sauvage, you have 48 hours to transfer £80,000 into my account. The best aftershave on the market. Right, boys, let's just get a crack on, shall we? This is my new home at this point. Boys and girls, thanks for joining me on another drive, man. I don't even... Where are we going, you ask? You're asking the wrong person. I just drive. I don't destinate. If that even makes any sense. You know, every time I start these drives, these videos, I have to constantly, as I've mentioned before, remind myself to relax. Because I just start going to overdrive and I start going on a mad one. So I'm just trying to breathe and enjoy it, slow things down. You know, it's a lovely weather today. It's one of them days where, I don't know, I'm feeling the heat inside. If that makes any sense whatsoever. You know when the sun hits your skin and you just become very present in the moment? Well, that's how I feel, but inside. The sun's not just touching this. Okay, there's my speech getting all muddled up again. The sun isn't just touching my skin, it is also touching me inside. Which sounds so sus. Listen, pause. It's touching me like I'm relaxed inside. I feel very relaxed. I feel very slow. I feel very calm, and I mean, I feel everything but sus. You guys are probably thinking, oh, that's just so sus. It sounds sus. I've just messed this up. I've ruined a good moment. I've ruined a very nice, what was supposed to be a nice little comment. I've just made a mess out of it. Look, I guess I could have just put it this way. I'm enjoying the sun. How about that? How about that? I'm enjoying the sun. So the sketch today is... So it's a Sunday. I've been off work. And to be honest, it's funny because I say that every single time I'm shooting a video. It's almost as if to you guys I don't work. But I promise I do. Alhamdulillah. So it's a Sunday. It's a slow one today. I used to hate Sundays, but I don't really mind them now. I don't really mind them now. Because Alhamdulillah, I'm my own boss. And I used to hate working for others. I used to hate working for other people. I just hate being under somebody else. Now, there's not anything inherently or remotely wrong in that. Everybody's different. I've just never been one to conform by the rules. I've always been on some sort of rebellion streak to some degree. So, bro, that lady's wearing headphones as she's driving. I don't get that. How can you wear headphones as you're driving? You need to be able to hear what's around you and what's going on. And by wearing headphones, you have no idea. What if someone's horning you? The horn is there to alert other people of your presence, right? So if somebody's horning you like you're driving on a country lane around a bend and there's a car around the corner, are you just going to go and give them the kiss of death? High five them with your bunny? Like, bro, you need some social awareness. People don't wear headphones and they be dumb. And you're telling me you know what the hell is going on with headphones on? I don't get out of here. Anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? Ooh, R8. I'm not a fan of R8s. I don't like Audi R8s. I know they're cool cars to some people, but to be honest, I've never sat in one. I've never even sat in a Lambo, but I'm destined to sit in a Lambo. That's why I know they're good. R8s, I don't know. There's something gay about their shape. No judgment. I'm just saying. So, as I was saying, I used to, obviously, I've done many jobs in the past. They haven't lasted very long. I used to always quit them. I used to always quit the jobs. I'm gonna make this because I just hated working for others, and people don't actually care, and to some degree, why should they? People don't actually care about you. You're just another statistic if you're working for somebody else. I mean, we are statistics to every person in power. Nobody genuinely cares. Fair enough. I mean, I have a theory. It's quite selfish, but hey, hear me out, it makes sense. If everybody thinks about themselves, nobody has to think about each other. Call me a genius. Don't call me sexy again, because I'm sick of being objectified. But call me a genius. I want somebody to compliment my intellect. So call me a genius all you want. And I do know that is a genius saying. Yes, I came up with that. I am the founder. So if you ever quote me, give me credit. Tell everybody it's from Bobby. Tell everybody where the quote's from. So, I'm thinking, if I was in power, aka king, or a queen, which would be weird. What? Forget I said that. But if I was queen, or if I was king, why am I like transgendering myself like when it comes to being in power? If I was king, the world would be a completely different place. I tell you what I would do first. I would want peace between all countries. So, I would obviously need to get on with people in power from other countries. Now we know that's not going to happen. Everything I say, which is always of sense, some buffoon is going to argue with me and say, no, this is better, that's better. Shut up, I know best. So in order to settle the difference, I would challenge every single person in power from other nations and from other countries to a fist fight. There is a 99.9% chance that I would come out on top. 99.9% chance that I would beat all of them. And I know it. I trust in my boxing ability. I would absolutely put them to sleep. Now that they're asleep, then conquering every other country is a lot easier. Now I'm not going to conquer and cause other people misery. In fact, I have a lot of goodness planned. So this is from the top of my head. I've not really made this an official manifesto yet, but it's something, once I've conquered the YouTube game, I'll focus on conquering the world, inshallah. So, hypothetically, by the way, just in case I say something stupid, and, you know, people are then after me like, oh, he said this in his video, ah! Bro, relax, man. Just relax. I said 10 years ago I was going to be a YouTuber. It didn't work out. The likelihood of me saying I'm going to conquer the world, even slimmer, so please take it with a grain of salt and a pinch of sugar. So, now that I've conquered the world, I'm the king. I'm not fussed. Okay, would I put myself on every single currency? Probably not. I don't care about stuff like that. I just think that's weird. On the currency, on every single note, I would probably put the picture of food. Or, I don't know, expiry dates. I don't know. I don't know what I'd put. I'd keep currencies exactly the way that they are. One thing I would do straight away for the whole entire world, apart from probably Africa and third world countries, is eliminate sugar and incorporate at least 10,000 steps of walking every single day. Every single day. And if you don't, you get fined in the finest currencies. So that could be yen, dirham, rupees, pounds, whatever. I would try and, because America, so this is my second plan. America's huge. It's unbelievably big. North America, South America, and everything in between. So is Europe. I would cut the cost of travel by 100%. How would I do that? I'd push America closer to the rest of the other countries, so we could drive to America by road in what, 10 or so hours. The only thing it would cost you is, look at this idiot, man. Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot. The only thing it would cost you, now I'm angry. Now I'm gonna absolutely, now my people are in for a wrath. They're gonna taste my wrath now. So I'd behead no, I'm joking. I'm joking. So I'd obviously just somehow like get 10,000 ships, connect ropes to them ships, and connect them to the borders of America. So that'll be, I think, Florida, Cuba, and whatnot, Argentina, I don't know. And I'd get the Lambos I'd probably connect them to, and just tell the Lambos to keep driving towards the Middle East, and then America will get pushed closer. That's going to cut the cost of travel by 100%. We're all going to be closer, and I will have more control over the world. Secondly, okay, I said about the 10,000 steps, and I said about cutting sugar out the diet. If people do that, they're going to be a lot healthier straight away. And if you don't, you get 50 lashes. That's fair, right? Come on, that's fair. If you don't walk 10,000 steps a day, you get 50 lashes. Or you don't eat for 10 days. So extended fasting, basically. Yes, it might be forced, but it's for the betterment of people. Hang on a minute. I swear this is a dictatorship. But I'm not like that though. I like to think of myself as a good guy. I'm not like the dictatorship. I'm not that's not who I am. I'd give people free will, but in a controlled environment. So you're not allowed to eat sugar because it's bad for you, but you can have, I don't know, chicken or beef. Pick. Free will, controlled environment, for the betterment of people. I'd also, what else would I do? What else would I want? For the betterment of the people, of course. Barbecues, a grand national barbecue every single Sunday. All of us get together. All the entire world gets together, which is now possible because the countries are all within arm's reach. And we have this big cookout. Black people, brown people, pink people, yellow people, gold people, rich people, poor people. There will be no poor people. In fact, poor people will wish that they're poor. They get free food every single Sunday, and they get the leftovers for the rest of the week. Bro, how sick is that? Imagine the vibes. Imagine the vibes. Immaculate vibes. And I'm the head of the barbecue. So I'm the only guy that's allowed to barbecue. If you try to negotiate that, you get beheaded. Simple. I think that's fair. Because I know how to barbecue food. Nobody knows better than me. Apart from Uncle Ben. But I don't even know if he's still alive. You know, the guy who's on the rice. I don't know, man. I mean, he's Jamaican. I'm assuming he knows how to barbecue. But that's what I would do. Why would I do that, you say? Racism ends. There is no more racism. No more racism. We don't even need BLM anymore because there is no racism. Incredible. My genius never fails to impress me. Ever. Okay, back to the money thing. I said obviously I would keep the currency. No, I'd eliminate money. I would eliminate money. So we have to fight for what we want. Why would I do that? Survival of the fittest. It will ensure the longevity of the human race. It's natural selection at this point. There's no more negotiating. Hey, can I have some chicken? No, bro, fight me. You either fight me now or you wait until the cookout and then I'll give you some food then. How sick is that? Fair? I don't know. I think that's fair, but everybody's opinion is different. But the only difference between my opinion and everybody else's opinion is that my opinion is a fact. I don't make the rules. Facts are facts. Nature is nature. Another thing that I would do is eliminate schools. We don't need schools. We do not need schools. Schools prepare us for what's the word I'm looking for? Conformity. Okay? In order to survive as a human race, between ourselves, we need survival of the fittest. School puts everybody in the same bracket. There is no survival of the fittest in school. You lose, you still get treated like a winner. Bro, that is not good for the human race. Imagine one day a pack of lions or apes, forget lions, apes decide to take over. I do not want Henry, who is LGBTQ Pro Plus AirPod Max, next to me defending me. What the hell is he gonna do? If that was ever the case, I would just offer myself as a sacrifice. It'd be pointless because we'd lose anyway. But what else am I supposed to do at that point against Caesar? I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna win. Okay? If there's someone next to me, I want to know that if I'm down, he can get me back up. And he has to know that if he's down, then I ain't fighting on my own. I ain't no way I'm fighting a chimp on my own if he's down. But the thing is, he's gonna go down a lot harder if he's not Henry LGBTQ AirPod Max Pro Plus. He's not gonna go down easily. So I have a better chance of surviving. And to be honest, I want to live to eat another day. I do. I love my food. I love it. So yeah, what did I say? I just said something. What would I do? I'd eliminate schools. Okay, yeah, I'd eliminate schools. Plus, boxing would be compulsory for every guy. For every guy. Till this day, I don't even know if any of my friends can fight. Well, I know they can't. They're my friends because I like them, they got clean hearts. But bro, if push came to shove, I'm getting battered. Ain't no way I'm fighting on my own. I mean, one of my friends, he does jiu-jitsu, but that's kind of sus, man. I'm not scrambling myself on the floor with a guy on top of me. I'm not doing that. And plus, I think he has a back injury now, so he's useless to me at this point. So boxing would be compulsory. Again, survival of the fittest. So yeah, like I said, I'd eliminate school, so we have a better chance of surviving in case we got mobbed by apes, lions, elephants at this point. Who knows? You never know what can happen. So I've said I'd eliminate currency. We'd have a big cookout every single Sunday. That would be sick. Cuisines from all around the world. Apart from that Indian street food. Now, I'm Pakistani. I'm Pakistani. So we eat Pakistani food and Indian food, which is the same. But bro, I've seen loads of videos on Facebook, man, about Indian street food. And hygiene is 0 to none. That is the spectrum. as to which hygiene is on. So we're not going to allow Indian street food, but we will allow Indian cultural food. I love India. I don't know if they love us. I don't know. I don't even know what the beef is about, bro. We literally smell the same. You can smell white people. The noses of white people don't discriminate between Indian and Pakistani. We're all the same to him. So I don't even know why we hate each other. But we probably just smell of different herbs and spices, but we still smell according to the nose of a white person. So what's the hate about, bro? Let's all just become one. Remember, herbs and spices make a powerful curry when they're mixed together. So we should join forces, and I think we'd be unstoppable. Definitely in the cuisine sector anyway. Okay, what else? Obviously, if I'm going to be in power, it has to show. Not everybody can have the same privileges as me, because I fought to become in power. So I would get rid of every single Lamborghini on the face of this planet, apart from mine. I am the only person by law, well, by world law, because I will rule the world at this point, that is allowed a Lamborghini Huracan, Aventador, SVJ, anything. I don't care, only I'm allowed it. That's it. End of. Simple. It's not a debate. Where's this guy going? Oh, can he squeeze through this gap? Yo, this is gonna be tight. Ooh. Yeah, that was narrow. He was a nice guy though. He said thank you, which is another thing. If you do not thank somebody that gives you way on the road, actually, I'd get rid of cars altogether. I would get rid of cars altogether, and I'm the only person that is allowed to drive. Why? Because I'm a sensible driver, and I got places to be, and I got things to do. If I'm the king of the world, my time is more important than everybody else's. I've got negotiations, actually no negotiations to make, but I've got places to be quick. I've got people to help. My people need me. So therefore, I should be the only one allowed access to roads. Everybody else has to walk. Simple. It all ties in. Do you see how it's all coming together now? If I get rid of cars, it's going to be easier for you guys to get 10,000 steps in. I'm getting rid of the internet. I'm getting rid of the internet. Why am I getting rid of the internet? Because people don't know how to talk anymore, for God's sake. For God's sake, people don't even know how to talk anymore. So that's a must. And I don't know, there's another law. I can't quite put my fingers on it. There is another law, and it's obviously something food related. I don't know what yet. I'm yet to think of it. But I would, I don't know. Something food related. I'm thinking about food a lot today because I'm starving. I'm fasting today. It's not Ramadan, I'm just fasting, you know, intermittent fasting. So I'm quite hungry. I'm just thinking about loads of different foods and whatnot. So yeah, food is on my mind. Food is on my... Where does that go? God knows. Right, boys. Well, vote for me, because at least you know you're in good hands. At least you know you're in good hands. I genuinely care. Thanks for joining me on this drive. Catch you in the next one.